The Blanchard River Demonstration Farms Network is a joint project between the U.S. Department of Agriculture's Natural Resources Conservation Service and the Ohio Farm Bureau Federation. The project is designed to demonstrate and showcase leading-edge conservation practices. On the Statler farm, it's a good old-fashioned science experiment. Corn planted into cover crop, one field had manure applied in the fall and one during the growing season.
And we have a paired site. By what I mean by a paired site is we have testing equipment monitoring the tile, the water that runs through the tile, and also off the surface on two equal sites. One on this side and then one on the other side of the road. And this way we're able to do two different applications at the same time. The other side of the road, the north side of the road, we applied the manure to that last August. Put it into a standing cover crop. The cover crop grew, sucked up the nutrients. We're trying to see if there is any difference and what difference there is between a summertime application and if what losses were, if any, through the tile versus the surface compared to an in-season time. And then that will all be congregated together, and next year by this time we'll have an idea from the studies of how things went for the year.
There are some advantages to a side dress application in the summer, according to Glen Arnold with Ohio State Extension.
So we've got a window of, from the day that corn's planted till it's too tall, got a window of about 35 to 40 days that we can side dress with liquid swine manure. So the Statlers are out here today and they're side dressing with approximately 6,000 gallons per acre, and that's going to provide more than 200 units of nitrogen for the corn. So that's all the side dress fertilizer the corn will need. And also, when they put that on, the P2O5 that they'll be applying, which is about 15 pounds in 1,000 gallons, that's also going to be less than what a 2-year corn-soybean rotation is going to use. So when you really look at that, they could put manure on this field every other year as a side dress to corn and still be running a deficit on phosphorus. And almost all livestock producers would like that situation.
And it's quite the logistics setup to get the product to the field.
What we have is a dumpster that we had made at Phil's Pumping in Wisconsin. It's kind of a newer concept that we had. The old way was using a dumpster that you could pump liquid manure into a frac tank, and then from the frac tank you would have a high pressure pump sitting beside of it, pushing the manure through the hose out to the applicator in the field. And we took all those combined and we made it into one unit, and Phil's Pumping helped us with that. So now instead of having 3 pieces of equipment sitting at the edge of the road for the trucks to dump into and get the liquid out to the field to the applicator, we've got that in one unit, which just helps simplify things, make things go quicker, smoother. If you have to move to another field, you just have that many less pieces to deal with, and you can keep things moving and take advantage of the weather windows that we have to get things done quicker.
For more information on the Blanchard River Demonstration Farms Network, visit BlanchardDemoFarms.org.